yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know all my struggles. You know what?
All right, Monty. So it's ironic, man. The first day that you got on this field, I remember talking to you, and you just said you just wanted to be a part of something that could be special, right? Well, special meant that you had to be special, obviously, which you have been unreal, man. Can you just talk about your maturation to be able to just be an unreal performer at the time that this team really needed someone to be great?
Yeah. Obviously, I came over here and I knew they traded for me for a reason, and I wanted to step up and be the guy. So I took every opportunity that I could and kind of focused on every time I take the ball, I want to win.
I love it. I love it. So one thing about this team I love is that resilience that you guys bring. That like straight face, don't show any emotion, but hey, it's there. But one thing I gotta ask you this, man. We never talk about this. You walk up to the 50 Cent, and we love it in the press box. We love it, man. Can you talk about how that gets you hyped up, man? It's like this big guy coming to the mound, the song comes on, and you just chill in. Is that like your favorite song that you walk up to?
Get Rich or Die Trying's my favorite album.
Okay.
And Aaron Judge picked the song 4 years ago for me, and I've been rolling with it. So, I kind of went back and forth from a bunch of different songs. I had Eric Church at one point early on in my career, and then finally found the one.
I love it. So, obviously getting traded to this team, this team had changed their expectations because going into the season it was like maybe make the playoffs, but then all of a sudden this team went from maybe making the playoffs like you actually got to win a division and possibly make this run. When did you realize this team was for sure a World Series contending type team?
Even when I was with the Cardinals, I saw them on ESPN every other day. So, having Evo, Dane was incredible all year. I watched John Gray probably throw one of the best games I've ever seen against the Cardinals. I knew the talent was there up and down the lineup. It's not a fun lineup to face. I was super happy. I missed them when I was with St. Louis. And when I kind of knew I was getting traded, I was really hoping and praying it was here.
I love it. Me growing up here in the DFW all my life, I can say for 38 years I have never seen a fan base become the biggest fan of a player, and Monty has become that guy. Can you talk about how the fans, just from your look, just seeing the fans, how they embraced you, the city has embraced you, and how the fans come every time that you pitch, the roars, the screams, and just how does that make you feel as a player?
Fires you up. I'm hoping to see some Monty jerseys going around every now and then in the future, and really just going out there on the weekend games especially and hearing Monty. I remember one game I was kind of cruising, striking out guys, and I felt really good, and I heard a Monty chant going, and I was like, all right, well, I got to keep going.
You had a curtain call. Yeah, you had a curtain call one game, so I like that. So just a few more questions, man. With this Rangers team, obviously just like different adversities happen with the injuries of certain guys. And, when Max came over, he was the guy that everybody looked at as like the guy that's been a champion. What are some things that you like maybe just gotten this year about just learning from him? Because obviously he's the quote-unquote better, the older guy on the team, but he still is one of the best in the world.
Yeah, honestly, I just try and learn from watching him, just how he goes about his business, how he competes. We'll talk about playoffs and different parts of kind of the system and how to go about business, taking care of a lineup the second time and stuff like that. And been fortunate to talk to deGrom a lot and how he prepares with his bullpens and his mindset, and just a lot of knowledge to try and take advantage of.
I love it. Last question, man. So you growing up in baseball, I heard you said you were a hooper, man. So obviously you watched a lot of NBA Finals during that time. But just as a kid coming up, do you have any like World Series moments that you remember that caught your eye that maybe wanted you to maybe pursue baseball?
I wish I did, man. I honestly didn't watch much baseball. We would go to a couple Braves spring training games. I watched Avery a good bit, but I remember the Braves Cardinals game when Pete Kozma, the infield fly. That's a big memory. But yeah, I just grew up playing basketball in my backyard, playing 21 with my two brothers, and
Okay, so since you're a basketball guy, then I'm gonna piggyback, and this is the last question. If this, we'll fast forward. This Rangers team, what NBA Finals team that won the championship reminds you of this Rangers team? If you could put the two parallels together.
Can you imagine how difficult it is?
I mean, I think the Warriors, just because there's a ton of superstars. We got Seager, Simi, Adoli, Scherzer,
Monty.
Jonah. I'm not
Monty.
I'm the ninth guy off the bench in that.
Keep on Looney. I can't believe this. He's been unreal. Well, yeah. Well, Jordan, congratulations on everything, man. Good luck to the series, man. Hopefully next time we'll be talking to each other, champagne will be everywhere, and I'll have my goggles on to talk to you.
Be getting ready for the parade.
Oh, I like that. You heard it. I love it. Appreciate you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.